Hey guys, we're back working on this truck. I wanted to go over something today that had been I guess in the industry, I really don't know how long, but I learned it from another painter. The guy does really nice show quality job. And so we're doing it on this. I did it on the car before this one. I wanted to check it to make sure I could perfect it before we did it. And what better way to show than on a black paint job. So, as you see, the fans was not on in my paint booth. So, when I sprayed my clear the first time, I did not have the fans on at all. And that is two reasons. One, I want the gun to atomize, and I know that don't make sense, but it does, because as the gun is spraying the panel, the vacuum is sucking it away from the gun so fast that it can't get on the panel right, and you get a lot low and high spot. I didn't believe that either. I started doing it, and it actually is a thing. So, shout out to the guy that showed me that. It's amazing. Two reasons is we have a temperature control booth that is a downdraft booth, okay? I don't know that a crosswind booth's any better. I don't really know. I've had that booth also. It seemed to do good when the filters get stopped up. It wouldn't pull. This one will shut the door and locks you in it. It's a really good booth. But we have the airflow technology in the room, and it also has a heater. And when the heat comes through the roof, it pulls fresh air. Well, it mixes. Well, the rooms need to be at a certain temperature, and here we try to keep it at 75 to 78 degrees inside this booth. We don't want it real too hot. We don't want the clear to bake on, but we also don't want it to flash dry, and we don't want it to run off the panel. I have painted all applications, and that's exactly what happens. You paint it too cold, it runs off the panel. But what I'm trying to explain today is the stacking. So we used to do it like we would paint the clear on there, 3 or 4 coats, 5 coats, whatever, and then we would cut it off. We'd let it dry. We'd sand it, buff it, 800, sand it with 800. And then, once we cut it off 800, we would re-clear it again. And that does a really good job. But the problem with that is if you burn an edge, or if you burn a fender lip, or you burn something on it, it's kind of harder to repair, because when you spray the clear again, unless you put color on it, you can see that halo. You can see a little halo in it. So, a guy told me one time, put on as much as you want, and then cut off what you don't want. And that's kind of true in this aspect of how they're doing it. So, how this is, we stack it. So we'll paint 1 coat on there real fast, and then you can see how I did it. I put it real fast, I moved real quick, and you can see how it looks. You can kind of get how it looks. It kind of looks blotchy. It just looks horrible. It just doesn't look good. And some of that reason is, and you put much of the thing to be trash or whatever, it's not. The paints that we use, it has a texture. It's not and I say a texture, but it's supposed to be slicked down. This particular black, for whatever reason, when you spray it, it looks textured. If you rub it, it feels textured. But it is such a small texture, the clear covers it up. And the black is phenomenal when it's cleared off. So how we do this is we're doing the stacking, and we're going to put 1 coat on like I did. Right now, I'm fixing to put my 2nd coat on there, and you can watch me do this. I'm going to lay it down about the same speed, maybe a little bit faster, so I don't get a run. And then I'll get out of the booth, I'll turn my fans on, I'll suck the floor down, get all the air out of here, and then I'll let it set a minute. The temperatures will come back in the booth, and I will try to achieve that same temperature within 5 degrees. We have been successful to get within 2 degrees, keep it within 2 degrees in here, and so we don't have a change. Each time that we spray a clear on over top of each other, we enhance the flash time. So this time, I let it flash for 10 minutes. This next time, I'm going to let it flash for 15 minutes. The next time, 25 minutes. So on and so forth. That's how we do it. And so you can kind of play with it. This is not an industry standard. What's rated on the can is not how this is. You can do it at home, whatever, and you read the can, and yes, it looks straight. But if you do have to buff it, if you do have to cut it, if you get a scratch, anytime down the road, anyway, you're gonna have problems. So if you burn through, now if you got enough clear on it in areas, it's fine. Flat panels usually do pretty good. Roofs usually do pretty good. Flat surfaces do good. The problem you're gonna have is where the fender rolls. If you put too much on, it gets thin and thick, because some places hold, some places don't. So you'll have a lip, and there'll be a puddle. What I call a puddle, it just kind of sits there and rides, and then it creates a run. And if there's a small piece of trash in it, it'll hit it and make like a teardrop down it. And I don't try to like run them. I mean, I'll be real with you. I don't know that there's a painter out there that can just, I'm not knocking anybody. I don't know that there's a painter out there that every time they pick up a gun, they spray glass every time, perfect, with no flaws, no whatsoever. I think in the real world, I think there's always a problem of some sort. Sometimes I sprayed panels and not one bit of trash. They was beautiful. So straight on the car, truck. But sometimes I paint them and I'm like, how did this work? So people that really do this for a living and know cars and know how to paint, they understand what I'm saying. Unfortunately, there is people better than me. There is people out there that's better than them. I mean, there are people that's better in this industry. But this right here was taught to me not too long ago, and I'm really excited about using it on all the cars we're doing now. Because it really doesn't cost that much more to do it. Two kits of clears versus one, and the job on the outside is phenomenal. So we're going to get back to it. I'm going to go ahead and throw this other coat. We've got about 10 minutes in right now. I'm going to go ahead and throw this other coat on here, and then we'll see what it looks like after round two. And then you can imagine, and we'll stack between 7 to 9 coats on this truck. And so at the end of the day, this truck will be amazing. And then if we have trash in it, we can cut the trash out, and then we're good to go. But as you see, we'll speed up the video throughout it. You'll be able to see how we're doing. And thank you for watching Angry Cut. So now, guys, you can see a final product. It is now 6:35, and I'm tired. All day to do this truck. So you can step back here and look at this truck and see after this truck is buffed, you can see the floor's dry now. About the times you wet the floor and everything. Over your course of time, of course, the floor will be dry. And then you make it a little bit here and there. This truck right here can be 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, run over with a buffer, and it's going to be beautiful. So that, my friend, is how you flow coat one. It does take all day to do it, but it's very worth it. And that being said, it's time for me to go. I'm out.